watching a match between Alfian Poon and Joshin C. You've seen them before tonight. If you tuned in earlier, we just saw a match. Joshin versus Ericsson. Both players are 1-1, and the reason why we're featuring this match is because this SCG game night, it's a monthly league. These two players are playing for the top 3 position. Yeah. Alfian now has 3-0. So he's got 14, 15, 16, 17 points. So if he wins this, he goes up to 19. Sorry. Alfian's got 14. He's got 18 points. Okay, so if he wins this, he goes up to 20 points, which means that he will... What's that? I saw an extra card. Are you trying to cheat? If he wins this, he will definitely be in the top 3 position, where players get to win a playmat, pin, and other nice goodies. Playmats, pins, sleeves. And Joshin needs to win this, and he'll be in the top 3 as well. I think he'll be tied with Alfian, and then we'll have to see. So Joshin is actually at 17 points right now. So yeah, a win would mean that they are tied. Anyway, Joshin goes off on a turn 1. Turn 1 for Oath of Nisa. Attila the Hun 55 asks Mick, any tips for new podcasters? Just started a new show on MTG Cast. We're looking for some tips. What tips are you looking for? So yeah, do you want a new mic? Are you looking for a nice mic? Are you looking for, for myself, we record on it's a very plain mixer. What is this? The BCT MM802 USB. It's a very nice compact mixer. The mics that we use, these are essentially Chinese ripoff SM58, Shure SM58 mics. They sound really nice if you tune it right. They're nice and warm, and they're nice for talking. They're actually good for rock stars. I'm not a rock star myself. If you want any more clarity, use a condenser mic, because these are dynamic, which means they don't pick up a lot. So right now you don't hear a lot. You don't hear the store in the background. Falcon Sylvan Advocate gonna meet with a Void Shatter. No, sorry, what's his name? Gideon gonna meet with a Void Shatter. So what does he pick from here? I think you take out the Den Protector for any value that you might have. Because if he draws a Gideon off the top, you just cast the Gideon. Yeah. If he draws a Gideon off the top, you'll just cast the Gideon and minus the Gideon, so that he can take it back with his Den Protector next turn. The Silver Advocate's threatening to be a 4/5. So yeah. Attila the Hun 55. Message me after the show. Look for us. Find me on Twitter at the Asian Judge, and I'll give you whatever advice you want. Like I'm not the best at podcasting, but yeah, we've been at it for quite a while. We've come across quite a lot of troubles. So yeah, he's gonna be in with both. Speculatively, he's got the Dromoka's Command in hand, or he's got the what's that 4/5 flyer? Oh, sorry, it's 4/5. Both are 4/5s. So right now, Alfian trying to find an out. He's going to cast Anticipate. Going to look at 3 more cards. Probably just going to take the land. I believe he took the land. And just going to eat up 8 points of damage, which is a lot, by the way. Needs that Ulamog right now, but unable to cast that Ulamog. He's got Kozilek. He's got the... Did he not choose to take the land? Oh. Wow, Alfian got greedy. He didn't take the land. Gonna anticipate again. Why did he not take the land the last time? It was a Drowner of Hope. Yeah, I understand that. But he's just going to lay the land. Sure, no problem. Attila the Hun. 55. Or is that double S? So it's Attila the Huns. Yeah, you can see I'm very bored here by myself. Usually there's somebody that I can talk to and nobody needs to chat. Which is usually the case. Nobody chats. And then, yeah, we're off just talking to each other. But yeah, Jeffrey is not free today. Usually it's Mr. Truth or Dare. Jeffrey, he's not free today. The rest of the shops in Taipei right now, on a holiday after GP Taipei. Anybody in the chat went for GP Taipei? Let me know. Here, Joshin gonna get a 1-1, trying to sneak in as much damage as he can. If he's got... He'll swing in with everything, and if he's got the Dramoka's command, he wins right now unless Alfian has a counter spell. So is he going to try to go for it pre-combat? I think you should. Just do it? No, he swings in first. Okay, so there are... Just gonna block. Okay, Joshin sees not to pull off the trigger right now. And just passes the turn, signaling that he's got possible... So... how did our local guys do at the GP? Well, some of them made it to day 2. I think Jin Hao made it to day 2. Jin Heng also made it to day 2. There were quite a few Singaporeans who made it to day 2. But, famously, Tan Jin Heng, our local hero, fell in 65th place, where they were only giving out prize money to 64 places. So yeah, he's kind of griping about it in the chat, in our WhatsApp chat. So yeah, very unfortunate. So, they're going to fight. What's going to happen? Does Alfian respond? So he responds to the trigger. Gonna get a +1/+1 counter and fight. So he responds to the trigger to get the two Scion tokens, yeah. So now Alfian has some mana left. Does not have the spell shrivel. Even if he casts a spell shrivel, Joshin can pay for it. Or Joshin can respond with something else. So, is that it? Joshin there, yep. It dies, he gets 2 tokens, and Joshin is just going to swing in for the win. Oh no, the token is tapped down. And here Alfian casts the second Drowner of Hope. Oh, okay, right, I forgot. You do get the 2/1/1 tokens. Alfian here casting a second Drowner of Hope. He will be able to cast the Ulamog next turn. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so you can cast the Ulamog next turn. And hopefully it doesn't die. Drowner of Hope here can tap down both the... Okay, so he gets a Hangerback Walker. And the Nisa. Nisa is going to tick up. Alright, sorry. Nisa is going to tick down. Sorry, I was going to say that. Yeah, -2 gives everyone +1/+1 counters. So Alfian here needs to really dig deep. He's going to attack step. He's just going to tap down the 2 of them and just pass the turn. It's hard, but you need to... I think here you need to exile the 2, the Hangerback Walker and the Nisa, and then just pass the turn and wait. Right, so he untaps. Now, Alfian, very precarious. He's at 1 life right now. Needs to dig deep, man. Dig deep. Let's see what he decides to do. You can cast the Ulamog right now with 2 mana to spare. Yep, so you cast the Ulamog. I believe the correct response is to probably get rid of the Hangerback Walker and one of the Sylvan Advocates right now. Sylvan Advocate. The Hangerback Walker would be the one that will end him. So yeah. Because if you block the Hangerback Walker, you get the 2 flying tokens. Yeah, okay, so he does get rid of the Hangerback Walker. If you don't get rid of the Hangerback Walker, if you block the Hangerback Walker, or if Joshin chooses to use the Hangerback Walker to fight your Ulamog, you're going to be in a lot of trouble because there's 2 1/1 flyers. Right now, Alfian just needs to pray that Joshin doesn't see an Everseen, which I think it's already in his hand. He's just going to take up the Nisa, put a token on the battlefield, and just pass the turn, just to charm block the Ulamog. But we'll see about that. Yeah, we do see the Nisa. We see Lambhope Pacifist as well. He doesn't have enough mana to cast both the spells, so he's just going to pass the turn, and signifying that he does have some form of shenanigans in his hand. Alright. So Alfian laying his land. Probably going to cast the... Yep. Going to cast the Kozilek. Which will allow him to draw up that 5 cards. Unfortunately, he's cast the Everseen and... yeah. Okay, so what he's trying to look for is another shrine, which can go into a one of the shrines and go into Titan Strength, but he doesn't have it. I think that's it. That's game. That's tough. You should have just left it alone. Yeah. Can he come out with a blocker? So right now, does he have Warping Will? That's a question. If he's got Warping Will, he can cast the Warping Will and get a Scion token to tap down the Everseen. But the yeah. So does Alfian have a Warping Will in hand? I don't think so. That's a Spatial Contortion, so yeah. Oh well, looks like it's next game. Yeah, too much damage, too much pressure earlier on in the game with the Sylvan Advocates. I don't think any of these players played anything wrongly, although I would have waited on the casting the Kozilek, because your opponent just left up 5 mana, so you can probably assume that he's going to come down with that 4/4 flyer, which is really irritating. So yeah, gonna take up Nisa instead. Try to get it to a point where he can minus the Nisa and be okay. Yeah, Alfian displaying a very, very noble, very good traits. Never give up. Make sure that you play until the last game. And yeah, that's it. So, okay. Yeah, Alfian, slight misplay there. Instead of casting the Kozilek, he should have just held up the mana for the Clash of Wills and just cast the Kozilek next turn. The only thing that he would have died to literally was the well, he would have died next turn anyway, because if he had countered the if he had countered the what's that, Archangel Eversin, Joshin would have just -2 on the Nisa, and Alfian would be dead on board. Alfian was dead on board anyway. He needed another creature, so yeah. So yeah. Never give up. Never surrender. Die. All right. While the players are shuffling up, if you were just joining us, this is the SCG Game Night here at Grey Ogre Games. It's our weekly standard tournament powered by the Power 9 Podcast. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts. And I'm your only host tonight. And while the players are doing their sideboarding, I'd like to remind you that if you're interested in Modern, you can join us tomorrow evening at the same time, 8 p.m. Singapore time, which is GMT +8. You'll see our weekly Modern tournament called More Than Modern. On Thursday, we have our Vintage Playtest Night, Throwback Thursdays. I like the names. I hope you guys do. You guys do too. And sometimes on the weekends, we also have broadcasts. But if you want to follow that, make sure you follow our Facebook page. Just like it and subscribe, and make sure that you keep up to date with all the tournaments that we do on the weekends. We also update this page, so just follow this page and make sure that you're always watching. Haha, see what I did there. Finally, you should, if you don't listen to the Power 9 podcast, I beckon you to listen to this week's episode, because this week's episode is episode 69, and we are all grown adults here, but we have minds like kids. So yeah. We're going to game 2 between Alfian and Joshin. Alfian probably on the play. Well, there's a lot of hysterical laughter in the store, mostly coming from Mark. Yeah, he's playing probably playing a very wild deck, the Jeskai Dragons deck, which is making a resurgence. Yeah, 69. Don't you like? Are you enjoy? Thank you, very nice. Let me find there is no emote for 69, thankfully. Badum, bow chicka wow wow. Anyway, so yeah. Attila the Hun 55, if you're still watching, please let us know what is the podcast that you're doing. MTG Cast, on MTG Cast. We're also found on MTG Cast, so yeah, it's nice that people are stepping up to the plate and people are doing these podcasts, because it's fun to do. Let's see, there's not enough emotes, man. There's just not enough emotes to express how much I liked doing the episode 69. Episode 70, we're probably gonna have videos for the podcasts that we post on YouTube. We do post the podcast on YouTube on a weekly basis, but it's usually just a still. That's it. All right, Alfian, Joshin, come on. Let's get to it. Let's get to the game. I wonder if there are new spoilers that came out today. Besides the meld mechanic, how do you guys like the escalate mechanic? I think it's pretty neat. The fact that you can choose more than one option, or you can choose more than one mode. I would love to see the red escalate spell. It would be great in my Mizzix deck. The red blue commander. And I like Nowwood Dryad. The fact that it's a 1/1 Death Touch. Already better than a lot of creatures. Alright, here we see Alfian just start off with a land. Joshin with the standard start. One land and, doing the Oath of Nisa. 1 mana, Oath of Nisa, and getting him a forest. Let's see what Alfian does. Gets a land and passes the turn. It's a shrine. He's still got islands in the hand. So, and he's got plenty of counter spells. Unfortunately, he doesn't have 2 mana counter spells. Oh, he does, but he's going to spatial contortion that. No? Alright, so not effective use of mana there. Just passes off the turn. I think he's more worried about, let's say, what's her name? Lamphold Pacifist, which is going to hit the board right now. Yep, Lamphold Pacifist. Is he going to let it slide? I think you do. The use up your spatial contortion. No, okay, he uses a spell shrivel. Yeah, very well. You can use the spatial contortion on that other dude. Okay, now just pass the turn. Don't have to be hasty. You can take some damage. Although if he doesn't pass the turn, yeah, he can cast the 2/2. Sorry, the he can cast the Hedron Archive and then cast what's his name, the Drowner of Hope the next turn. What are your thoughts on foiling out your deck? I actually am thinking of foiling out my Infect deck, being an Infect aficionado. Well, that's what the Splinter Twin people were saying. So yeah, I like foiling out my EDH deck. How about that? And I'm trying to foil out my EDH deck. It's the Zedru deck. So yeah. But foiling out your entire deck, maybe not the best option. Okay, so right now Alfian's got enough mana to cast. Okay, so he's gonna do Hedron Arc. No, he's gonna charge it up. Yeah, and he's gonna see an Avacyn. How's he gonna get rid of the Avacyn right now? Oh, Drowner of Hope. That's one way. And passes the turn. Yeah, Alfian, they're getting a little greedy, not considering that the Avacyn, somebody could be playing an Avacyn. Joshin with a 4/5. And he's going to get his 4/5 to kill the Drowner of Hope. Drowner of Hope not going to sacrifice. Yeah, okay, so he's going to tap the Avacyn in response. Joshin, actually, I think you should have attacked there because Alfian might not be willing to sacrifice one of his tokens. The fact that he might be able to cast an Ulamog right now. So, but yeah, he's gonna go for it and cast the second one. Yeah. Well, if they ban yeah, there's not a lot of pieces that you can ban in the Affinity deck, but to foil up the Affinity deck, kind of seems expensive. Merfolk, on the other hand, Manfolk. Oh, Manfolk, nice. But Merfolk, on the other hand, I like to, I think foiling that up is fine because the pieces are also in the Legacy deck. Unfortunately, there's no vintage version of Merfolk, or not that I've seen of. But yeah. Although the legacy version of Merfolk is going to be a little hard because True Name Nemesis has not been printed in a foil yet. But judge conferences, we might get one. Yeah, if you're a judge, all the power to you. So Alfian here considering whether you should sacrifice his stuff to take less damage. I think you can take from the Avacyn, not from the Sylvan Advocate. So just sacrifice and get rid of, just tap down one of his guys. Alright, so no, he chooses to tap down the Avacyn. I think he wants to block. Does he have another spatial contortion in hand? If he has another spatial contortion in hand, that is going to be lights out for Joshin. Trying to play around the Dromoka's command. Unfortunately, Dromoka's command will just take out the 5/5. Alright, so he gets rid of the 5/5. No, it's just a 5/5. Still gets to keep his 2 tokens. Yep. Passes the turn. Now Alfian gets to untap, and this is dangerous. Okay, so the Avacyn flips. Alfian's going to take 3 down to 11. Now this is dangerous. I play Bogos and you play Bogos and Zoo. Bogos not a very popular deck though, but Zoo very popular I think. Right, so you're going to draw 2 cards. You're going to see a land and another land. What does he have in hand? He's just going to pass the turn. He's going to take 6 points of damage, which means that he's got 2 turns left. He's only got 1 draw step left. So yeah. And now I'm going to cast the Nisa. I'm going to get 1 of them tokens because those tokens are pretty nice. No, it's going to Void Shatter it and yeah, go to charge up the Mage Ring network. Draws for the turn. And it's just gonna scoop. Good game. And yeah, we're done. Thank you for watching. Alright, so the next card was Ulamog, unfortunately. So yeah. Oh well, what to do? So yeah, now Alfian and Joshin are tied on points, which yeah, pretty good. Anyway, you've been watching the SCG Game Night here at Grey Ogre Games, powered by the Power 9 Podcast. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your company a lot. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. And yeah, Attila Dahan, 55. You know, make sure you look for me at the Asian Judge. Before I go, I'd like to remind you, this isn't our only show. We have it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. Tuesday is our standard SCG game night. Wednesday, we have More Than Modern, which as the name suggests, it's modern. And on Thursday, we have our vintage playtest nights. And sometimes on the weekends, we have tournaments as well. If you want to keep updated, make sure you follow this channel and make sure you follow our Facebook page. We will post up events that we have on the weekends and post up whether we'll be streaming it or not, because sometimes we are not available or sometimes there's not enough manpower, so we have to man the store. Finally, if you don't listen to the Power 9 podcast, I beg you, this week, do listen to the Power 9 podcast. It's episode 69. Enough said. It's coming out tomorrow. Go down to power9podcast.com to find the podcast. Just go through, you know, all the description, all the links are in the description below. We love you guys. I love you guys. So thank you. Thank you very much, Oslo. Oz101. So can I just go like Oslo? I don't know. It'll be a lot easier to pronounce your name. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you guys soon. Good night or good day if you're still out there somewhere. See you guys. Ciao.